What's up, citizens, and welcome back to the City Daily channel. And it's been a sexy one this week. So in the last 7 days, that has seen us go mad for it and scream Mahrez at the telly, and has seen City Daily reach over 100 subscribers, and suddenly we're up above 120. Thank you so much, guys. It means the absolute world. And also, I've had my first haircut for the longest time. I mean, look at me. I've got no hair. Let's look back at this week at City. After a few hectic weeks with us falling out of the FA Cup, losing and winning against 10 men, of course the craziness of the Super League, we rather fittingly started this game week with a final. And we made our way all the way down to the second home of Manchester City at Wembley to play Tottenham for the Carabao Cup. Now, this was a weird one for Spurs here. They'd just sacked Mourinho during the week under some dubious circumstances. And so 29-year-old Ryan Mason took charge for the final. And, well, to be fair, Spurs put up a fight. They definitely weren't for losing easily. They looked threatening on a counter with Son and Kane. And while Sterling was again a little disappointing, the whole squad put a strong performance in. Stefan looked commanding in goal. And Foden, well, Foden doesn't even need to be talked about, does he? He's a constant source of creativity and danger in this squad. The way he plays football is simply stunning, and he was again on Sunday. Laporte finally broke the deadlock with his sort of relatively glancing header to put the ball into the back of the net. Obviously, it was a beautiful little free kick from Kevin De Bruyne, and really all it needed was a head on it. And it was a beautiful goal. The game ended at 1-0, and we have our first trophy of the season. Honestly, just rename the Carabao Cup the City Cup now. We win it. We've won it 4 years on the trot. That is domination. Pep loves it. The players love it. The fans love it. We always want a trophy, and we'll always take a trophy. And in recent years, the Carabao Cup has always been there for us. Then we have to move through the week and on to Wednesday night. Now, this is our first trip to a Champions League semi-final since the days of Pellegrini. We travelled all the way to Parc des Princes in Paris to play PSG, and I would be outright lying if I said I wasn't nervous going into this game. Bloody hell, was it a tough one. As I've said before on this channel, I genuinely think that this was the real final and is the real final. Whoever wins this was clearly the favourite to win the whole competition. And this is probably going to be one of the most tightly fought games of the whole competition. Now, obviously, we went behind relatively early on, and it was a poor first half performance from Manchester City. Di Maria's corner, it was beautiful, and all it needed was the glance of even a head. It just needed an imprint of something, and Marquinhos was there to glance it. And I've got to say, it was a good goal. It was a well-deserved and well-worked goal for Paris Saint-Germain. Then the second half rolls around, and the City we know and love stepped out onto that pitch. I don't know what Pep Guardiola said at half-time. I would bankrupt myself and my family to watch and to hear that team talk. It must have been stunning because we came out and we looked so much better. And honestly, we deserved to score our goals. Finally, we get our break. KDB with his beautiful little cross, and it's curling over. All it needs, once again, is just a little tap. Just needs something on it. Just needs a little bit. And honestly, it looks... I lose hope. I lose hope during the middle of this cross because it looks like no one's getting to it. Stones is stretching. They're stretching in the box to try and get to it. But Navas doesn't move. Navas thinks one of them is going to get to it, and it just curls beautifully into the bottom right corner and just bounces in. It is a beautiful goal. And then just a few minutes later, we get the free kick. And that free kick, oh Lord, I mean, the guys at City Extra predicted it, didn't they? I can't remember what his name is, but he was sat there and he was saying, I've watched it today. I watched his free kick in the internationals, and it is exactly the same position. Exactly the same. He'll score and he'll run to the bench. And do you know what he did? He scored and he ran away with it, and it was beautiful. I mean, it's got to be said, there was some woeful defending there from PSG. The fact that two of the players in the wall both turned and created that space for the ball to perfectly pass through. Navas was clearly furious, and you could see Verratti lying on the ground fuming with it as well. Honestly, 2-1. 2-1 in the first leg. 2-1 with an away lead. Now, this is only the first leg and an away goal lead. We'll take it. We'll take the away goal lead, even though if it is just one, and next Tuesday should be a great game. But that's going into next week. So, thank you for joining me as always for a little review of the last 7 days at Manchester City. Unfortunately, I won't be catching you this weekend as I'm going on a nice little road trip to Scotland. But I'll make some more content for you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, citizens. Drop a comment of your favourite moment in the last 7 days. Drop a like if you enjoyed this. Drop a subscribe if you want to see more of this style of content. And thank you to everyone who subscribed in the last few days. To reach 128 seems mental, figuring that we started this only a few months ago. So thank you so much, guys. And as always, citizens, up the Blues.